ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। नत्वा श्रीभारती तीर्थ
नत्वा श्रीभारतीतीर्थ
विद्यारण्यमुनीश्वरो
विद्यारण्यमुनीश्वरो
अधीमहे पञ्चदशीम्
अधीमहे पंचदशीम्
कैवल्यपदसिद्धये
कैवल्यपदसिद्धये।
अथ महाभूत पंचमहाभूत विवेक प्रकरणम्।
अथ महाभूत
विवेकप्रकरणम्
सदद्वैतं श्रुतं यत्तत् पंचभूतविवेकतः
तदद्वैतं श्रुतं यत् पञ्चभूतविवेकतः
बोद्धुं शक्यं ततो भूत पंचकं प्रविविच्यते।
बोद्धुं शक्यं ततो पञ्चकं प्रविविच्यते।
विविच्य विविच्य जानीमः। विविच्य distinguishing. Viviktaha, Vivekaha, from the Dhatu, Vichir. Aham Atma Stula Sukshma Karana Sharirat Bhinnaha, Vyatiriktaha, Viviktaha Aham. Shariram is made of Panchamahabhuta, Bhutas and Bhautikas, elements and elementals. They are me, but I am not them. Shariram aham asmi, kintu aham na shariram. Therefore, shariram is a property, but I am not a property. Shariram is a temporary attribute. It is a temporary attribute. Temporary attribute, therefore it is mithya. It is temporarily, it is there. It is like a cloth, vasa, like a cloth we wear to cover the body, but the cloth is not me. With the cloth I am, without the cloth also I am. The cloth is worn out, then it is thrown out. Vasamsi jirnani yata vihaya navani gridnati naroparani. But the person continues, Atma continues. So therefore, that Viveka alone is presented, going to be presented through Pancha Mahabhuta Viveka. Pancha Mahabhuta Viveka, not for knowing the Pancha Mahabhuta. It is for distinctly understanding that Atma is different from Pancha Mahabhuta. Our Abhimana with the Bhuta, Pancha Mahabhuta and Bhautikas are so intense. The properties of them are the properties of me. Therefore, we need to understand them as it is so that we understand ourselves as we are. That is the idea. That is why the name is Pancha Mahabhuta Viveka Prakaranam. And as we saw in the last class, the mantra, the very famous mantra of the Chandogya Upanishad, 6th chapter, 4th, 6-4, 4th section, 2nd mantra, Sadeva Somi Idamagra Asit, Ekameva Dvitiyam. That mantra establishes Nirvishesham Brahma. So that Nirvishesham Brahma, Nirvishesham Advitiyam Pratipadagitum Ayam Adhyayaha Arabdaha. This chapter is started. This chapter is started to establish that for that mantra is taken and Brahma, which is Advitiyam, going to be established. That Brahma Aham Asmi Iti. Every chapter is complete by itself. So here the Viveka is through Pancha Mahabhuta Viveka. And the first shloka we were seeing, Sat Advaitam, Sadeva Somya. It's a beautiful mantra worth contemplating in the morning. That the mantra is, of course, is always it is. But and this time, morning time, Sadeva Somya Idamagra Asit. Hearing that mantra itself, Ekameva Dvitiyam. It's very good, auspicious. It's about myself, my Swarupa. It's a meditation. Sat, Brahma, Sat. Brahma, which is Sat, existence. When it is existent, there is no question of when it is When it is existent, when it was, when it will be. Existence is existence. Even the kala also has its existence on this sat. Minus sat, kala doesn't exist. And that sat, therefore, which is the adhisthana, ashraya for everything, including desha and kala, and therefore vastu, of course vastu. Therefore that sat, it is advaitam. It is advaitam brahma. Sat advaitam brahma shrutam. Shrutam, it is heard. It is not heard from, it is not heard just casually from the mouth of someone. It is heard from the Veda. Shrutau pradipaditam. Shrutam meaning heard. We hear so many things. Many people say many things, and we hear the news. We hear many things. Is it something like which it is heard? No. Shrutam means shrutya pradipaditam. Shrutau pradipaditam. Shrutya pradipaditam. Heard from the Shruti. Shrutya pratipaditam. Revealed by the Shruti. Presented by the Shruti. Shrutya. Shrutya uktam pratipaditam. This Advaitam Sat. This Sat, which is Advaitam, non-dual, revealed by the Shruti or revealed in the Shruti. Sat. It Sat. It Advaitam Sat. Shrutam. Shrutya pratipaditam. That Sat. Sat, the word derived from asdhatu, bhutayam. Everything is. Gataha san, pataha san, vastram san, mataha san. Everything is san. San iti. San is the shatranta participle, present participle. Patan Ramaha gacchati, we say. Patan Ramaha gacchati. Khadan Ramaha vadati. Ramaha, suppose we say, Ramaha son, he is. Ramaha. It is not existent Ramaha. Ramaha son. Rama is. Now, Gataha son, Gata, the pot is. Now the sun, that is the Sat, as a word, as a padam in the Vyakaranam, derived from Asdhatu by adding Shatru Pratyaya, therefore it is Shatranta. So Gataha sun, Palam Sat, fruit is. Nadi, Sati. So to every thing, the Sat is there. And in the Vivahara, we give gender to that Sat as though. But everything is, the Sat doesn't have any gender. Brahma doesn't have gender. In Vyakaranam, in the Laukika Bhasha, it may have gender, Brahma. That gender also many places in Shruti, you will find it is violated. Violated, not really it is. Violation is only to show that Brahma doesn't have gender. So that therefore, Gataha San, Pataha San. In fact, the sun is qualified by Gata. Sun is qualified by Pata. Sun is qualified by Mata. All the other words, the gamut of words, the Shabda Rupa, this Prapancha, qualifies the Sat, qualifying the Satas. Sat doesn't qualify because the qualifier depends on the qualified. That's a rule. because a qualifier doesn't exist. As we give this example, famous example, dharma rakshanartam, dharma samsthapanartam, sambhavami yuge yuge, Bhagavan says, to protect dharma. How do you protect dharma? Dharma as such cannot be protected. Where is it? Dharma, where dharma is, the ashraya of dharma, the ashraya of dharma, where it is, that has to be protected to protect dharma. Dharma as such cannot be protected. Dharma as protection of dharma, dharma is protected by protecting the dharmi. Dharma is it's an attribute. So dharmis have to be protected to protect dharma. Without dharmi being protected, dharma cannot be protected. There must be the follower of dharma. Otherwise, how dharma can be protected? Similarly, the qualifier depends on the qualified, what it qualifies. So all this Nama Rupa Prapancha qualifies the Sat. When it is not qualified, it is Nirgunam Sat. When it is qualified, it becomes Sagunam Sat. So with qualifier, without qualifier, the same Sat gets the name Sagunam Nirgunam. But it is Atita. You cannot say it is Sagunam. You cannot say it is Nirgunam. It's all relative. It depends on how you look at it. Brahma is with form or without form. God is with form or without form. He is with form, he is without form, and he is above that. With form, Sagunam. Without form, Nirgunam. So Nirgunam is true or Sagunam is true. Both are true. It means he is both at the same time, he is above that. You cannot limit him just by Nirgunam or by Sagunam. So this Sat, that's why Advaitam. So Advaitam is which you cannot conceive of as a substance, as a concrete thing, because it is you. It is not an object available separate from the subject. You cannot even say Aham Advaitam Brahma. Only when there are two, there are Aham Advaitam Brahma. Aham is not apart from apart from Brahma. Therefore, only silence. Therefore, this Advaitam Brahma, Shruti, for the sake of making the student understand, uses so many words to remove all the wrong notions so that the meaning revealed by the word is seen as it is. That is why there are so many prakriyas. So here, yet sat, and that sat is Advaitam, Shrutam, that which is heard. Shrutam, then we have to connect with the 6th chapter of Chandogya. Chandogya Upanishadi. Chandogya Upanishadi, it Advaitam. सदैव सौम्य इदमग्रे आसीत् एकमेव द्वितीयम् इति श्रुतिवाक्येन यत् श्रुतं तत् पंचभूत विवेकतः बोधुं शक्यं. That Sat, the pure existence, is bodhum shakyam. It is possible to know. Bodhum shakyam panchabhuta vivekataha. All existence is qualified by name and form. Therefore, pure Sat as such, it is not cognizable. Because it is me, myself. It is self-evident. I cannot objectify my myself. So I should appreciate, I should enjoy, I should have the vision with the help of the Shruti to appreciate that I am, which is not available for knowing. It is myself, and Shastra says that that you are Advaitam Brahma. Aham iti, that is self-evident. But since there is confusion with regard to this aham, because this aham, I take it to be different from everything else, therefore the Shastra says that is Advaitam, Sat, Bodhum Shakyam. It is possible to know. Au Panchabhuta Vivekataha. Here the author says here in this Prakranam, which is Pancha Mahabhuta Viveka Prakranam, Panchabhuta Vivekena Bodhum Shakyam. By this we can know, we can understand. But we said pure existence is not possible to know because it doesn't have attributes. Then how is it possible to know? The question comes. Pure existence, Advaitam Brahma, Advaitam Sat, because it is Advaitam, it is not possible to know. If it is possible to know, then it is not Advaitam. If it is possible to know, then it is Dvaitam. So therefore, but the author says Bodham Shakyam. How? The author will convey later, is going to present in this. That is, it is Bodham Shakyam. It is Bodham Shakyam by logic, and the logic is in keeping with the Shastra. So we have to convince our buddhi, because our buddhi is logical, and what Shastram says is not against logic. What Shastram says cannot be proved by logic. We need to know that is important. Otherwise, logic becomes a pramana. What Shastram conveys cannot be proved by logic, but logical support. What Shastram conveys should not be against logic. Since our mind is logical, therefore, by logic and Shastram, bodham shakyam. This pure existence, is it available for a pratyaksha? If it is pratyaksha, if it is available for pratyaksha the pramana, pratyaksha pramana, not pratyaksha pramana, direct perception. If it is available, then it is objectified. If it is objectified, then there is no Advaita. But pratyaksha has no access to this Advaitam Sat. If pratyaksha has no access, pratyaksha, shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha, these properties are not there for the Sat. Therefore, the Indriyas cannot objectify them. Only when an object of perception enjoys one of the properties, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, one or more of the properties, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, then only sense organs can objectify. But this is pure Sata, Advaitam Sata, so doesn't have, therefore, Pratyaksha doesn't have access, cannot access. If Pratyaksha is not possible, then how is it possible for the other Pramana? Because all the other Pramanas, as its operation dependent on the Mula Pramana, Pratyaksha Pramana. Anumanam, suppose. Anumanam also, Parvataha Vanniman, Dumavatvat. That you have to see the smoke, then only you can infer. But that is also not possible in this case. Therefore, Anumanam also cannot have access. Because Pratyaksha itself not possible, then where is Anumana? How Anumana is possible? Therefore, Anumana also ruled out. When Anumana is ruled out, subsequently other Arthapati, etc., all these Pramanas are also ruled out. Therefore, only Pramanam by which it can be known is only Shruti. Therefore, Shrutam. Therefore, only Shrutam, Shrutya. Shruti Pramanena Bodhum Shakyam. Otherwise, the author would have said Pratyaksham, Pratyaksha Pramanena, Anumana Pramanena ityadi. It is not. Only Shruti Pramanena. Therefore, Shrutam Pratipaditam. What is Pratipaditam in the Shruti can be logically, yuktya, understandable. So, what Shruti reveals doesn't violate logic. It cannot be illogical. It can be proved by logic, but it is not against logic. So, therefore, what Shruti reveals is not a belief. Any belief you take, it is above logic. You have to believe. Belief doesn't have logic. Belief doesn't have logic. The God is in heaven. The God is in heaven. Then this is a belief. He has a location. He has a place. He has a house, a beautiful house. Sitting there, he created the world on one Friday morning, 10 o'clock. Time and all given, Friday morning. It's a belief. But this belief can be easily dismissed by our logic. This is the belief. The belief which can be challenged by logic. When it is challenged by logic, it is not acceptable to our buddhi. When you say Swargaloka is there and that is permanent, that is again illogical. A loka which is away from this world is there and it is permanent. It is not possible. Because it is a place of enjoyment, it has to be an improved version of this bhumi. Yatha iha tata mutra. That is logical. But to say that is permanent, here this is not permanent, this word, that also cannot be permanent. Therefore, the question of permanent heaven, permanent hell, the belief of this is illogical. Hell may be there, heaven may be there, but that is not permanent. It is a place where there are experiences of different degrees. That is acceptable. That is in keeping with the logic. But to say that it is permanent is illogical. So those are beliefs subject to dismissal by applying our yukti. If with regard to the Shruti also, if it is same, then Shruti also subject to dismissal. That is why Shruti is not against logic. So, Shrutya yat pratipaditam, tat yuktya api bodham shakyam. Therefore, bodham shakyam. Therefore, you have to accept Shruti, and that is only pramana for Punya, Papa, Swarga, etc. Of course, finally for Vedanta, Jnana Kandam also. Therefore, Shrutia pratipaditam, what Shruti reveals can be understood logically. So Shruti is a pramanam and logical support. Logically, we understand. Because our buddhi thinks logically. It has reasoning capacity. It is how the buddhi is. So therefore, what Shruti says, it can be confirmed by logic. Now, here Panchabhuta Vivekataha. Panchabhuta Vivekena Bodhum Shakyam. Therefore, Bhuta Panchakam Vivichyate. Therefore, Bhuta Panchakam Vivekena Drishyate. So we are going to analyze the Bhuta Panchaka, this Pancha Mahabhutani, and its sambandha, the connection with this Advaitam Sat. And in the mantra, Sadeva Sommitam Agra Asit, Ekameva Advitiyam, there are 7 words. So these words will be separated, Padachchedaha and Padartoktihi Then Vigraha, resolving the compounds. All this will have to be done for understanding the sentence. The author has done, will be doing, and he will unfold the meaning. He will unfold the meaning of this vakyam in the upcoming shlokas up to 46th shloka. Up to 46th shloka, the author does the padartha. Padachedaha padartoktihi. So the next 46 shlokas is we're going to discuss. So Sadeva Somya idam agra asid. Agre asid, before the creation. Srishtehe prag pura asid idam referring to this jagat. Drishti gocharam jagat asid. In the beginning, this creation, this jagat was existent before creation. Before creation, jagat is existent. How possible? Before creation, jagat is existence. After creation, only jagat is before. Now, before it is existence. How? In unmanifest form. So, therefore, the creation is nothing but projection. It was in unmanifested form. Now comes to manifestation. That is called Srishti. Avyaktadini bhutani vyaktamadhyani bharata. Avyakta nidhanani eva tatraka paridev. Gita said. So therefore, before creation, Jagat is existent. Even was existent, we cannot say. Jagat is always it is existent in unmanifest form. So therefore, nothing is newly created. Nothing is newly created. Therefore, Vedantis are Satkaryavadi. Vedantis are Satkaryavadi. This Jagat existed before the creation, but not in the form exists now. It was in the form of Sat Sadeva Asit. Before creation, it was existent in the form of the cause, the Karanam. Karanam Sat. Karanam Sat Asit. Srishtehe Prag. Before the creation. Therefore, Jagat was not something newly created. It cannot create, even Bhagavan cannot create even an ounce of matter. Nothing is newly produced. What comes is already existent. Only the existent thing alone can come. A new jiva comes to the world. It was existent. It is coming. That is why we say that children are not really our possession. They come through us to the world. Not we create. We cannot create anything. We are just the means. We are just the conduit. That's all. Therefore, we cannot really take ownership on anyone. So everything is existent. Only the existent things can come. If it is a non-existent thing, it cannot come because it is non-existent. Only existent can come to existence. Existent thing can come to existence. It means before coming to existence, this Namarupa, what was it? It was in the form of, it was in the Karana Rupam. It was in the causal form. Therefore, Karanam Sat Asid. The Sat in the form of Karanam. So, idam is this, referring to this Nama Rupatmaka Prapancha. Idam is what is available for your objectification. That is idam. Idam iti, you can refer to the objects of this world. Idam agre asit, purvam asit, in the beginning, ado asit, trishteke prat asit. How? Karana rupena, karanam sat asit, and the sat is ekam eva advitiyam. It was before the creation, the Karanam Sat, and that Sat is Ekam Advitiyam. Therefore, after Srishti, it has come to this Karyam Sat, this Jagat has come to existence. So, what was Karanam and what is Karyam? If it is Advityam, then what is existence is only Sat. There is nothing other than Sat. With Jagat, it is Sat. Without Jagat, it is Sat. With the manifested, it is Sat. With unmanifested, it is Sat. Whether manifested or unmanifested, it is Sat. Therefore, Sat is the Adhisthana, and everything attached to the Sat. It's a beautiful mantra. Therefore, Advitiyam, very clearly. Shunyavadi will say, Idam agre puram, before Srishti, nothing was there. The nothing also is only. What we say Sat, that they call Shunya. Shunya is a reference word. Like this, prapancha exists like this, an objectifiable thing, not that. That is what Shunya is. That is what Sat is. But not Sat is Shunya. The name for Sat is given Shunya. That they don't understand, Shunyavadis. Now here the first word idam is taken up for analysis. So we will find the word idam being analyzed in the first 18 shlokas. That is from the up to 19 shloka, second shloka to 19th shloka. Idam is taken. Idam meaning this. Idam. Jagat is Napumsakalinga, therefore idam Jagat. Idam. Idam itself, padam itself is sufficient. Jagat is not required. Idam. That's why Sadeva Saumyam, idam agre asit. What is idam? Idam is this drishti gochara. Drishti gochara jagat. The jagat which is available for your perception. Idam means you can use the word idam when you can objectify something. This jagat is available for our objectification. Our transaction is possible because it is available for objectification. So idam jagat. I, the subject, objectifies the object, this idam, this jagat. Therefore, I am the subject. I am the subject and idam is the object. Therefore, idam is available for my perception, objectification. Therefore, idam is prameyam. Idam is prameyam, the object of knowledge. Prameya vishayaha. Prameya vishayam idam. What is prameyam is idam. Idam is prameyam. Pramana vishaya. Object of the means of knowledge. Pramana vishaya. Indriya pratyaksha. Indriya pratyaksha vishaya. So, Indriya pramana vishaya, Shastra pramana vishaya, Anumana pramana vishaya. There are three pramana vishaya. Indriya pramana vishaya, Shastra pramana vishaya, Anumana pramana vishaya. The Jagat, that is this objective universe, is referred to by the word idam. It is object. It is objectified by pratyaksha. It is objectified by Anumana and as well as Shastram. Indriyas are there. Indriya pramanas are there. Chakshurindriya, Shatrendriya, Chakshuhu Indriya Pramanam, Indriya Pramana, Indriya Chakshuhu with the eyes, we can objectify the world. Similarly, Shotrendriya, each Indriya has got certain Vishaya, therefore, this Jagat is Indriya Pramana Vishaya. Shotrendriya Pramana Vishaya, Chakshurindriya Pramana Vishaya, Shotrendriya Pramana Vishaya, similarly, Tvagendriya Pramana Vishaya. So therefore, this Jagat is a Pramana Vishaya for each and every Indriya. Therefore, the author, since the Jagat is Indriya Pramana Vishaya, he takes up that first. With that, he will analyze this idam, study this idam. So idam which is Indriya Pramana Vishaya is going to be studied. Idam is going to be studied with the perspective of Indriya Pramana Vishaya. It is available for objectification. It's available for objectification of for the sense organs, for the Jnanendriya, Pancha Jnanendriya, Chakshuhu, Shotram, Ityadi. Therefore, that's going to be the approach now. Indriya Pramana Vishayaha Idam Jagat. So when it's available for objectification for the Indriyas, then we can understand what this idam is. What is this idam? The understanding of idam is required to get a clear understanding of Brahma, which is different from idam, untouched by idam. Idam is going to be now, is going to be split, is resolved into the basic constituents, elements. How? The Indriya Vishaya, each Indriya has its own object of perception. Pancha Jnanendriya and five sense organs and for 5 sense objects, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Iti Pancha Vishayas are there for Pancha Indriya. Now this Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, these properties belong to what? This property belongs to the elements, bhutas. Shabda property belongs to Akasha, Sparsha to Vayu, similarly Rupa to Agni, Rasa to Apaha, and Gandha to Prithvi. So, therefore, properties of the 5 elements. Idam, now we'll reduce that to 5 elements. From Idam, we come to know these 5 elements because Idam is made up of these 5 elements. Idam is made of only these 5 elements. Idam is elemental, and the elemental is made up of these 5 elements only. Therefore, analyzing elements, Pancha Mahabhuta is analyzing Idam. The Jagat has to be analyzed. Idam, what is referred to by the word Idam, the Jagat has to be analyzed. The nature of Jagat has to be known. To know that, we can reduce the Idam to its basic elements, 5 elements, Pancha Mahabhuta, and analyze. So therefore, we are going to take up the elements for Idam analysis. Idam analysis, Jagat analysis, we are going to take up this Bhutani. Each property is revealed, each property of the elements, the property of the elements is revealed by sense organs. Each element has a unique property. Not only unique property, it has borrowed properties also. Each element has Samanya Guna and Vishesha Guna. Samanya Guna, Vishesha Guna. For example, Akasha. Akasha is the first element. Tasmad Atmanaha Akasha Sambhutaha. Akasha first element. Akashad Vayu next. Vayo Agnihi, Agner Apaha, Advyas Prithvi, iti. Krama is, so first one is Akasha, the first element to be born from Brahma, from Sat. Now, it has one property. From that, from Akasha, Vayu come. For Vayu, Akasha is the Karanam and Vayu the Karyam. From Akasha, Vayu came. Therefore, whatever the gunas are there in Akasha, Karana Gunaha Karye Anuvartante. The properties of the cause will be inherent in the effect. So, therefore, the properties of Akasha also will be there in the Vayu. So, therefore, Akasha unique property is special property. Akasha property is Shabda. Shabda Gunakam Akasha. Shabda Gunakam Akasha. Akasha as the property sound. That is why sound travels through space. Sound requires space. That is space as the Akasha has this quality. Space has the quality Shabda. And Vayu, since it is born from Akasha, Akasha's Gunam, that is the Karana Gunam, that is the Samanya, that is Samanya, and Vishesha Gunam, specific Guna of the unique property of Vayu, that is also present. Since Vayu has come from Akasha, in addition to Shabda Guna, Vayu also has one more Guna, Vishesha Guna, special Guna specific to Vayu. Therefore, Vayu has two gunas, Samanya Guna of Akasha and Vishesha Guna of itself. What is the Vishesha Guna of Vayu? Sparsha. So similarly, like that, we do for all the elements. So Akasha has one guna, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Iti. And Vayu has got two gunas. One guna is its guna, special guna, Vishesha Guna. Other guna borrowed from its father, that is Akasha. Then Agni. Agni has got 2 plus 1, 3 gunas. 2 gunas borrowed from Akasha and Vayu, one from each. And it has its special guna, Agni, Rupa. Then Apaha. Apaha has 3 plus 1. One guna from each of the preceding elements plus its own guna. The last one, Prithvi, has got all the 5 gunas. That is why Prithvi is grossest. Akasha is gross. Because it is the less guna. The lesser the number of guna, it will be subtle. It will be subtle. More the number of gunas, it will be grosser. Therefore, the gunas are there. Now, the idam, the object of sense organs are this Shabdasparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. Shabdasparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. These are the Indriya Vishaya. And these are the properties of the elements. And the elements, the bhutas enjoy this property as its property, available for sense organs. And therefore, we are going to analyze and understand these properties, how this property manifests in this guna, in these elements. So that is the next shloka. Now let us read the tika for this shloka. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Ata Pancha Bhuta Viveka Deepika Prarambaha. Pancha Bhuta Viveka Deepika. Deepika Prarambaha. Deepika is this exposition. This is started. Deepika Prarambaha. Natva Shri Bharati Tirtha Vidyaranya Munishwaro. Panchabhuta Vivekasya Vyakhyanam Kriyate Maya. The author, the Tikakara, he himself says, having saluted Shri Bharati Tirtha and Vidyaranya Muni, that Vidyaranya Munishwaro, Ishwaro, Muni, Panchabhutas, Mahabhutasya, Panchabhuta Vivekasya Vyakhyanam, commentary, Aham Maya Kriyate, Aham Karomi, iti. Sadeva Saumya Idamagre Asit, Idamagra Asit, Ekameva Dvitiyam, iti Shrutya, Chandogya Shruti. Jagat Utpattehe, Jagataha Utpattihi, Jagat Utpattihi. Jagat Utpattehe, that is Jagat Utpattehe Panchami. Before the creation of this Jagat, Pura, before, Yat Jagat Karanam, Sat. Jagat Karanam, Jagataha Karanam, Jagat Karanam, and what is that? Sat. Sadrupam Advitiyam Brahma Shrutam. Karana Brahma, that is Sat. Karanam, that is Sat, Advityam Brahma Shrutam, which is Shrutya Pratipaditam Shrutam, Tasya Avang Manasa Gocharatvena Swataha Avagantum Ashakyatvat. Brahma, can it be known through Tasya Avang Manasa Gocharatvena Swagataha Avagantum Ashakyatvat, cannot be known because Yato Vacho Nivartante, the speech and the mind cannot objectify it. Therefore, it is not Gochara Vishaya for the mind, for the sense organs, or by the words, by the speech. We cannot objectify it. Therefore, Swataha Avagantum Ashakyatva, because of the impossibility of knowing it as a pratyaksha, as an object, cannot be objectified. Therefore, Ashakyatvat Tasmat. Therefore, Tat Karyatvena Tat Upadibhutasya. Karanam cannot be known. But through the Karya, Tat Karyatvena Tat Upadibhutasya Panchabhuta Vivekadvara Tat Avabodhanaya. But the Karya Jagat, the Karyatvena Karya Jagat, Upadibhutasya Jagat, this Upadibhuta, Upadi is, the Jagat is Upadi. Jagat is the Upadi for this Sat, Brahma, Advityam Brahma. Upadi is Upasamipe Stitva Sviyan Gunan Anyatra Adadati. That is called Upadi. So, that Advityam Brahma, that continues to be Advityam Brahma, because Jagat is there, therefore it is becomes Upadi Sagita Brahma, Sopadika Brahma. With the Jagat, Brahma becomes Sopadika Brahma. Without Jagat, Nirupadika Brahma. Sopadika, Nirupadika. We saw in Vedanta Sara. Sopadika Chaitanyam, Nirupadika Chaitanyam. With the Upadi, like with the Shariram, the Chaitanyam manifests to the Shariram. Sopadika Chaitanyam. Without Shariram, Nirupadika, no Upadi. So, the Chaitanya, therefore, here, Tat Karyatvena Tad Upadibhutasya Panchabhuta Viveka, Bhuta Panchakasya Viveka Dwara, by analyzing the Karya, the product, the Karanam can be known. How? The analysis of the, by the analysis of the product, the Karanam, the cause can be known. So, in the analysis, in the analysis of the Karya, we have to the karyam, the karyam, the adject, the attributes. With the attributes only, the karanam brahma become karya brahma. Now the attributes in the form of the bhutas, bhutani, they can be analyzed. When they can be analyzed, when they are analyzed, understood, and dismissed, negated, then what is left out is that which cannot be dismissed, that can be understood as it is. Therefore, neti method. So, therefore, if you do the viveka of the Pancha Mahabhuta, not to understand Pancha Mahabhuta, to understand the adhara of Pancha Mahabhuta, adhisthana of Pancha Mahabhuta, adhisthana of this Jagat. Therefore, Bhuta Panchakasya Viveka Dwara, through the analysis, discriminative analysis of this Bhuta Panchakam, Tat Avabodhanaya, Tat Avabodhanaya, Tad Avabodhanaya is Brahma Avabodhanaya, not for Bhuta Avabodhanaya. Panchabhuta Viveka Dwara, Tat Avabodhanaya, Brahma Advitiya Brahma Avabodhanaya, Upodghatatvena Bhuta Pancha Vivekam Pratijanite. Sadadvaitam iti. Therefore, the author asserts here, declares as an introduction to understand this Advitiyam Sat, the Bhuta Panchakam, Bhuta Panchaka Viveka, Bhuta Panchaka Vivekam Pratijanite. The Viveka of the discriminative analysis of Panchamahabhuta is presented by the author. That is the first shloka. Then the second shloka, let us read. Shabdasparshau Ruparasau
शब्दस्पर्शौ रूपरसौ
रूपरसौ परसौ
Gandho Bhuta Guna Ime
गन्धो
गन्धो
भूतगुणा
भूतगुणा
इमे
इमे
Ekadvi Trichatuh Pancha
एकद्वे
एकद्वे
त्रिचतुः
त्रिचतुः
पञ्च
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 Guna Vyoma Dishukramat.
गुणा
गुणा व्योमादिषु
व्योमादिशुक्रमात्
क्रमात्
Actually, in one word it is. Ekadvi Trichatuh Pancha Gunaha. That is, Gunaha is connected to this side of the Vakya. So not separate. It's a compound. Ekadvi Trichatuh Pancha Gunaha. So compound. Ekascha Dvaucha Trayascha Chatvarascha Panchacha. Te Gunaha Ekadvi Trichatuh Pancha Gunaha Karmadharya Samasa. So it should be like that. Ekascha, that is Itareta Dvandva Samasa. The Ekascha, Dvaucha, Trayascha, Chatvarascha, Panchacha, Ekadvi Trichatuh Pancha. Te Gunaha Ekadvi Trichatuh Pancha Gunaha. So inside Karmadharya there is Itareta Dvandva Samasa. So it's a compound, therefore it should be read together. One line it has to be Ekadvi Trichatuh Pancha Gunaha. You cannot pause that. So that's one line we have to read. Anyway, so here Shabdasparsho Ruparaso Shabdasparsho made into a compound order here. Shabdascha Sparshascha Rupascha Rasascha, for the sake of meter. Otherwise it can be made one also. Shabdasparsho Ruparasa Gandhaha Shabdasparsho Ruparaso. You can chant like that. So Shabdascha Sparshascha Shabdasparsho. Simple Iterator Dunda Samasa. Rupascha Rasascha Ruparaso. Then Gandhaha. These are Bhuta Gunaha. Bhutanam. Gunaha Bhuta Gunaha. Bhutanam Panchamaha Bhutanam. Tanmatranam. Gunaha. Ime Gunaha Vartante. Kesham Gunana. Kesham Bhutanam. Panchamaha Bhutanam. Gunaha. Ime. Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. These are the properties. These are the gunas of the elements. These are the gunas of the elements. Our Indriya has got the capability to perceive the gunas of these elements. Bhagavan has created like that. So 5 sense organs and 5 elements. 5 elements are there. Now what are these? And how these gunas are? Ekadvi Trichatuh Pancha Ekadvi Trichatuh Pancha Guna Vyomadishu Kramat. In the Kramat, in the order. In the order means what? Eka, one guna in the first element, Dvi, 2 gunas in the second element, 3 gunas in the third element, Chatur, 4, Chatvaraha, 4 gunas in the fourth element, and 5 gunas in the fifth element. Kramat in the order. What is the order? Order we have seen. Yat Pavana Tejom Bhu Bhuvaha iti, the first chapter, the author said, Ar Akasha Vayu Agni Apa Prithvi. So Akasha is Eka Gunakam, Ekaha, that's Vikramat. Vyomadishu, Vyoma Akasha. Dvi, Vayu has got 2 gunas. So, Shloka itself, it's very clear. Eka is 1 guna, therefore, Shabda Gunaka, Akasha, Shabda Gunaka, Akasha, Shabda Gunakam, Akasha. Dvi, 2 gunas. Therefore, Shabda Sparashau, Shabdascha Sparashascha, 2 gunas will be there. So, therefore, Vayu, Shabda Sparashau, 2 gunas will be there. 3 gunas will be therefore the Agni, in the Agni, Agno, Shabda Sparsha, Rupa, Rupani, Shabdascha Sparshascha, Rupamcha, Shabda Sparsha, Rupani, Shabda Sparsha, Rupani, Agno, Vartante, Shabda Sparsha, Rupani, 3 gunas, Treha Gunaha, Agno, Vartante, and Chatuhu, 4th one is Apaha, therefore Apsu. Apsu, Shabda Sparsha, Rupa, Rasaha, iti chatvarah gunaha vartante. Finally, it is Prithvi, Prithvyam. Prithvi is Pancha Gunaka Prithvi. Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandaha vartante. Ime Pancha Gunaha vartante Prithvyam. How do you say this? You have to prove it. You have to prove. That's what author is going to present in the following shlokas. How these gunas are in the elements. In the Akasha, how is Sparsha Guna? The Vayu, how? Sorry, in the Akasha, how this Shabda Guna? In the Vayu, how there are perception of 2 gunas, one of Akasha and one of Vayu. Vayu Vishesha Gunam plus Akashasya Guna, that is Samanya Guna, which is Shabda. So that is what the author is going to present in the following shloka 3, 4, 5. We will see. We will see that in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः.
धन्यवाद शरण्य।
धन्यवाद ऋषि।
धन्यवाद
धन्यवाद जी।
धन्यवाद.